Hello everybody, it is Miss Shakitha and I am back with another amazing tutorial. Except today we are doing something a little bit different, just a little bit different. We are doing a skincare routine. It is going to be focused on two of my favorite things, dermaplaning, which is the removal of the hair with like a straight razor, but I'm going to simplify it today and use like an everyday razor that most people can use because some people don't know how to use a straight razor. And we're also going to do dermarolling, which is where, and there's different sizes. Dermarolling basically allows the blood to surface to the top layer of the skin, pulling all of that blood, helping to produce collagen, kind of get rid of like the fine lines and wrinkles that a lot of us get as we get older. And because I went to school for hair, skin, and nails, I know a lot about skin. I've done a lot of research on it. So we're just going to jump right into it. I'm going to walk you through every single thing that I use and how I do it so that you can do it to improve your skin and the texture as well. And let's get right into it. Okay, so before we start this process, it is very important that the skin is clean, free of any debris, because we will be somewhat puncturing the skin with the dermal rollers. So it is very important that if you've used toners, that's fine, but just try to not use those before the dermarolling, or the dermaplaning. So we're just going to jump right into it. You also don't want to use the dermal rollers on broken skin or any skin that could have, post-acne marks, anything that needs to heal. Okay, we just clean slate. So the first thing we're going to do is, a lot of times I like to use the dermal rollers first. Now, there's different sizes. I normally tell people, if you have never used dermarolling before, it is very important to start off with the smallest roller there is. Now, I use two different ones because I've been using these for a long time. Now, collectively, you're gonna wanna you can use these at least twice a week, because it's actually gonna help get rid of acne scars. It's gonna bring that collagen to the skin, which we know, of course, it aids in the anti-aging process. So I have two of them. I have the smallest one, I think is a 0.5, and this is a 1. If I'm not mistaken, it's either a 1 or 0.75. I'll keep you posted down in the description box. So I'm gonna use two of these. So the first thing we're going to do is, we are literally just, like I said, on clean skin, and these also need to be disinfected after each and every use. The worst thing you can do is use these on skin that's aggravated, broken out, and then reuse these, because they can cause further breakouts and irritation. So there's a pattern you can follow. Now, most of the time on the guide, they just tell you to just gently roll like so. Okay, and like I said, I just always just kind of, and it doesn't hurt me, but I will say, since I have, skin that just gets red, it's super easy. I can barely touch my skin, and I turn red. So yeah, I don't have any broken out skin. Now, I do have, like, as you can see, like some little acne scars. So we want to definitely pay attention to those areas. So just kind of follow me as the guide, because I've been doing this a while. I was just trying to guide you guys the first time to use it. Get on the jawline, underneath the neck. And it may look like I'm being pretty aggressive, but you do want to press it into the skin so that, it's actually working. So yeah, just roll it over real nice. And on the forehead, I go like this, up and down, up and down. Just up and down, just using that roller real nice. Like I said, it's important to get that collagen surface. Now, I also pay attention to right here, these laugh lines. Oh yeah. We definitely want to iron those babies out. Okay. Get on your jawline really good. Like I say, pay attention to any acne scars that you do want to get rid of, because like I said, that collagen. And I also get underneath these eyes too, because we know that muscle manipulation helps to ease the tension. Please avoid the eye area. I've never been poked in the eye with this, but I cannot imagine that it would feel good. We're going to use our 0.75 or our, I think it's 1.0 or 0.75. These are longer and they will penetrate the skin a little bit deeper. So I always go a little bit slower. Okay. I usually follow that pattern that you're supposed to use because this one does kind of hurt. So I'm just going to jump right into it. And like I say, I love the laugh lines are really important. Now the frequency again is just going to vary on from person to person. Now a lot of times, like I explained, I do like to use it at least once a week, but if I can stay on routine, I like to use it at least twice a week, especially if I've been negligent like now. So yeah, just roll that real nice, guys. Real nice. Now remember, the skin is cleansed, properly. And some people say, do I moisturize while I'm using this, before or after? Now, I say after you cleanse the skin, it's important to start with a clean slate. Now, Dermarolling, what it does is once we've actually gone in and pulled everything out, opened up those pores real good, that's when you use like your moisturizers, your hyaluronic acids, things like that, because it's literally going to absorb in that skin a lot better. You're going to get better results from using those products. And I use a hyaluronic acid just because what it does is it pulls moisture into the skin and it helps to kind of plumpen you up so you don't get no wrinkles or those fine lines. And anybody that personally knows me knows that I laugh a lot. So I'm always paying attention to these little laugh lines. Now, once I'm done with that, I go over it. Notice how my skin appears red and flushed. Now, a disclaimer also is that if you have extremely sensitive, thin skin, use caution because some people do experience little areas of bleeding where it's like little specks of blood, nothing major. And then I just go back over it with my 0.5. I see this right here is like a cakewalk compared to that one because that other one hurts. So be mindful of that. And see how red that skin is? So that means any and everything that I put on it, my skin is going to absorb now. Okay? And I use it on my nose sometimes. It's safe to use on the nose. Just be really careful of that. Get above that lip a little bit. This is, for people that smoke, I don't smoke, never have. Tried it a couple times when I was young and I hated it. So anyway, for people that smoke, they get those little fine lines above the lip. This is your tool. This is your guide. Run it over them little smoke marks right there. Get them laugh lines. And if you have a double chin like I do, yeah, just roll it on there too. We're going to get everything tight. And as y'all know, it is February. And in a few months, I will be going down the aisle. So I got some weight to lose. But just in case I don't reach my goal, honey, that makeup going to be snatched. Next, I am done with my derma rollers. So what I'm going to do now is kind of let it breathe for a little bit. And now we're getting ready to do the dermaplaning. Okay, so dermaplaning is the process. As you can see, the skin's a little red. It may appear a little bit irritated, and that's fine. That is what it's supposed to look like. Now, the dermaplaning, now for you beginners, of course, I've been in the hair industry for 20 plus years. A straight razor is a little bit too forward for my viewers right now. Maybe we'll do that, version for a more advanced dermaplaning clients. But right now, we're just going to keep it simple. So what I use is these. Now, some people use these for your eyebrows, different things like that. You don't want to use this more than maybe twice. After 2 or 3 times, throw them away, okay? In each and every use, you want to, again, disinfect. It is important to disinfect any and everything that has a metal surface and comes in contact with the skin. So everybody uses it different. I've used it different ways with different things. Today we're going to use an oil. Now most of the time, like an olive oil, a coconut oil, a mixture, And you can and some people, I've even seen where some people even use like a cleanser. I've done that before. It works pretty good, but I just prefer the oil because then I like it smooth and I like to cleanse it afterwards. So first things first, I'm going to use a little bit of a blend. First off, guys, I'm gonna start off with a coconut water. Now, I ordered this and it's by Pearl Essence. It is amazing. It smells good and it does tingle after you've done your Dermarolling. So I just shake it up real good. Apply it to the skin. And like I said, it does tingle. Fan it just enough because I do want to open those pores and wake them up a little bit. Okay. All right. So the skin is a little moist, as you can see. Then I'm going to take an oil. Like I said, just use your discretion. And some people say, well, if my skin is oily, why would I use oil on the skin? Well, in my industry, I learned this secret a long time ago from an elder. And she had a client that had color on the skin. And I noticed that she was taking actual color to remove the color. So as we know, oil removes oil. So we're literally just kind of getting it on there really good. Use as much as you want or as less as you want. Okay? Just whatever works for you. I've given you some examples to use. You know, I use a little coconut water to get it good and moist, and now I'm using my oil. Okay? Just get it real good where you plan on dermaplaning. Now, one disclaimer, if you've never used this before, use caution. Now, most people don't get cut with these things, but I like the ones that are super sharp. And again, like I told you, I don't use them more than twice. 2 or 3 times is the max to me, then throw it away. And I guess it's no different than when I've seen the technique when women shave the skin. And because anytime you do this, it's gonna take off that first layer of skin. Okay, so yeah, just use heat with that. Okay, next thing, that's done. See how it looks all nice and moist? And I'm just gonna kind of rub that coconut and I'll just rub it on my skin to kind of emulsify that and get rid of the excess. Now, before we start again, I'm gonna take that coconut water. We're gonna go like this again. And it feels so good because it's kind of cool to the touch. All right. Just gonna moisturize a little bit more. And we're just gonna begin. Let's jump right into it. Hold it at an angle that you feel comfortable with. So you're just gonna kind of go in. See that? Always start. And you'll notice immediately that a lot of that just comes right off. Now what I usually do, let me get my little cloth here off camera, is I just take that and just kind of, I don't wet it. I just use what's on the skin and get it on that cloth. And you'll just see all of that debris just kind of come on there. Okay. Okay. Like I said, be careful. Do not use on broken skin. Acne scars are fine if they're healed up. Okay. Here, same way. Some people go against it, some go with it. And be careful, keep it at a slant so you don't get cut. I don't want you saying, I did it the way Shakitha did it, and I got cut. You'll see a lot of YouTube influencers put in concealer around the mouth. So if you have darker areas, yeah, use that Dermaroller, honey, and get that skin right on off. Okay, use it at an angle. You really can't get hurt with these, but hey, right now it's a trending topic. What's her name? Gorilla Glue Girl. Yeah, who used the Gorilla Glue to put a lace front wig onto her head, and it had been on for a month. Now, the disclaimer to that should have been, don't try this at home. And I know somebody was like, oh, I never thought about that. My wig can stay, my lace front can stay on for a whole month. People think it's my hair. Don't do it. As a professional hairdresser who's been in the industry a long time, I've seen people use super glue, honey, to glue down tracks on their head. Don't do it. It does not, as you can tell from Gorilla Glue Girl, it does not end well. Now with this here, do little sections until you're comfortable. Okay, we're just kind of going in. See that little spot that was dark right there? Gone. Just kind of hold it, slide it gently, going down. And I'm going to show you guys this cloth when I'm done. Okay, avoid the under eyes, your upper eyelids underneath, and your lips, the thinnest skin on the body. Don't do it. Even if you get above it, it's fine. Just try not to get your lips. Okay? Now, if at any given point when you're doing this, if you want to add a little moisture to it, do so. I do. As you get older, you realize that moisture is your best friend. Okay, so we're going to do the forehead. Okay, and up here, I got a widow's peak, so just be mindful. See that? Just go down, be very careful. Gently just remove that skin. Look at that, guys. I know you're like, dang. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm particular about cleaning my skin. It's just you just getting rid of like the little baby fine hair, debris, that top layer of skin. So yeah, it's important. Be mindful of your eyebrows, because if you're like me, you don't have many to begin with. And you're not trying to cut them things off. Go down. Now I do kind of shape them up a little bit. I wax my eyebrows, so I prefer not to even entertain the idea of using a razor. I've seen some hairdressers use razors like these on their clients for their eyebrows, and I'm like, just go get a wax machine, quit being cheap, and do them eyebrows right. Or thread them if you want to learn how to thread. But yeah, we're not doing the cheap way, baby. We're gonna do the good stuff. Okay. And guys, I am just about done. Don't worry about this right here, because I can always go in. Like I say, just be real mindful around those eyebrows. If you want to go a little further down, fine. Just be really careful. Now what I normally do, this is a little secret. Take the end of your little blade where there's excess and just remove it like such. And a lot of times it comes off a lot easier. Or just use your finger. Sometimes it'll come right off. Just use like your little cloth and get that excess off. Because like I said, I don't want you getting too close and removing your eyebrows, because you can remove them. Now on the bridge of your nose, be really gentle, because there is a curve. So yeah, just kind of, y'all forgive my lips, honey. I was trying to exfoliate them things before I start this video. But I had to get my 3-year-old in bed, and it's been a long day. So anyway, get that nose real good. And y'all forgive me if I sound country. That's the Southern Belle in me coming out. Now, what we gonna do next, look at that. I want you guys to see how much came off. That's with the cleanser. After cleansing it, exfoliate like all of that. And I only exfoliate like twice a week. So what I do is I use those oils as such. And just kind of rub them in. And so what I'm gonna do, guys, is go off camera, cleanse, and come right back. Okay, so you guys can see the final process, what I use to moisturize and all of that good stuff. And I mean, you're just gonna notice if it just feels amazing. So Be right back. Okay guys, I'm back with a new and clean face. So be mindful. You do not want to over aggressively dry the skin. Just use like a blank, or obviously blank, a clean washcloth or hand towel and get it somewhat dry, okay, after you cleanse it. And as you guys can see, it's still a little red and it may appear irritated. That is normal. It's not bad, but yeah, just look at that. Zoom in on both sides. Okay, so again, moisturize, moisturize. So my skin still feels dewy. I'm gonna take that coconut water again. Shake it up real nice, spray it. Okay, now it will tingle, which is fine. I normally just take my hands and just kind of wave it a little bit. I then take, let me tell y'all something. This next step is crucial if you want to look like I do when you're 27, okay? I've been taking 10 years off. I said I'm going to take 10 years off of my life until I leave this earth, okay? So if you want to look like me when you're 27, I'm 37, you want to, hang on guys, got a little piece of hair in my, okay. I got super curly eyelashes. Anyway, hyaluronic acid serum. It's 100%. I love it. Now, the disclaimer I will use or say on here, if you wax your eyebrows or your face in any way, you know, whether it be your upper lip, bottom lip, whatever. Hang on, guys, got eyelash on my again. You want to stop using this a week prior to. It will severely irritate the skin. So, again, make sure that skin is moist. You take that hyaluronic acid. It is important that you guys also use the pattern, right? And don't get it in the eyes because sometimes it wants to run. Okay? Do not go down. That's the whole purpose of the Dermarollers. We're trying to preserve the youth, honey. Okay? We're going to apply it to the skin. It normally doesn't tingle, but if you have sensitive skin, start off with a small amount. Test a small area before fully committing to this. It normally doesn't irritate most people, and I do have sensitive skin at times. I use this stuff like I'm putting water on my skin, honey, because it essentially is. Okay? Always go up. Upward motion. Almost like you're clapping. Okay? Across the forehead. And if you ever go get a facial, they use these same techniques. One hand never leaves the face. They go down, up, and underneath here. Especially if you have a double chin, you just want to kind of keep that tight. And it will absorb pretty quickly. Now, with the hyaluronic acid, you can use a moisturizer, which I will do also. But first, I always kind of use a little bit more of this coconut water. Now, I'll show you, moisturize first before you use your eye cream. Now, my favorite moisturizer that I've kind of been currently using is the Cetaphil. It is non-comedogenic. It is light. It is for all skin types, oily, dry combination. And I just take maybe a dime size amount is all you need. And again, I go in with my, and I just apply. Okay. Might look like you're praying, honey, and you are, because you want that skin to stay absolutely gorgeous. Like you're doing duck lips. Use your 2 fingers here, across the lip. Now, I also use a Lancome, but we'll save that for like another video because it's a day cream and we are filming a little later in the day. Okay, so we're just gonna go up. You're gonna be looking kind of crazy doing it. It works. Once that's done, you've applied your moisturizer. I like to apply night cream. Now, guys, don't laugh at me. It's almost gone, but that's how much I love it. It is the Rock Retinol Correction Eye Cream. You can see it's almost gone. So what I do is I take it on my finger and I literally just kind of dab it under the eyes. Be extra careful. Don't get it in the eyes. It does irritate it a little bit if you do. I've actually done it before. Actually, accidentally have done it before. So I take the weakest fingers on my hand, which are your ring fingers, okay? And we're just gonna take, well, some people it's the pinky, so you can use your pinky if you want to. But I just use the ring finger and I just kind of go like this. Don't do any dragging motions. Just kind of go in and up a little bit on the bridge of the nose. Just like so. Okay, get that cream in real good, avoid the eyes, and go upward. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, with a 3-year-old, I've been needing all the sleep I can get, but I don't get it. Okay? And then I just kind of put a little bit underneath my eyebrows, a little bit. And that's it, guys. That was dermaplaning, dermarolling. I cleansed, I moisturized, I put on my eye cream. I'm officially ready to end my night. I just want to say thank you guys for joining me. I promise you it will not be that long next time before we make another video. But if you need any, I guess, help with any of what I've put in this video, comment below, send me a message, and I will answer those questions accordingly. So I pray for good skin for all of you guys. And as we always try to say at the end of our videos, you are either going to stand out or you're going to stand down. Until next time,